Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and act like I don't have like what 80 subscribers right now. Okay. Alright, so like did y'all miss me? I was gone for a long time. Did y'all miss me? I'm gonna assume y'all did. Okay, so like 2 or 3 weeks ago, I went to Mexico. I stayed in a really nice resort and I ate a lot of food. So I'm gonna tell y'all all about that.
Don't mind my computer fan. I'm getting a better setup soon. Promise.
Okay, well, first off, me and my family left the house at like 2:30 a.m. to go catch the flight. So it was still dark. It was dark outside when we left, which I don't know why, but I always kind of like traveling when it's still dark out. I don't know why. And then we got in line for the check-in, except there was no person at the desk for us to check in. So we were just standing there for a long time, not knowing what to do, us and everybody else who was there. And the airport, like near where I live, is really not a big airport. So it's not like anybody was going to be rushing to get over there. You know, eventually someone did show up, but they used kiosks this time, which is not something that has happened in the past. Like that was new for me. Like they had these kiosks where you could I don't remember exactly what you could do because I wasn't paying that much attention. But anyway, after that, we went to TSA. Now, I hate TSA. First of all, I hate airports. Don't like airports. I don't like airplanes. I definitely prefer riding in the car. And it's crazy because, like, when I was younger, let me not say when I was younger, like, literally before we got on this trip, I used to think I would like planes a lot more because I'm a car rider, like, a lot. My family does not go on planes a lot. Like, I literally went to Florida with my family and we got in the car and it took 12 hours. I went to New York with my family, we got in the car, it took 9 hours. I went to like Kansas City and it took like what 17 hours. So yeah, it takes a while to get places sometimes when you're in the car, which made me think I would prefer planes. After this, I definitely know I prefer cars. And one of the reasons is because I hate TSA. They get on my nerves for the sole reason that they just move too fast for me. Like, why are y'all rushing me to get my Converse shoes off? You know how long that takes to remove? A long time. It takes a while. Like, they are rushing me to get my shoes off, put all my devices in one bin, and then put everything else in another bin so they can scan it. And then they rushing me over to go get my body scanned. I had to step in that little thing. I'll try to put a picture of it because I'm not good at describing anything. No, so like actually this man, like he was like, okay, now take everything out your pockets. But by the time he said that, I'm already getting rushed over to this lady who pats me down, which that's the first time that ever happened to me. So I was like, oh, that's okay. At least she was a woman. But then she was like, you got anything in your pockets? So I take out well, like my nail polish and like one lip gloss that I had in there or something like that and money, and she inspects my money. I was like, why are we doing that? It's American money. I don't understand why she felt the need to inspect it. I don't know. I'm like, what would I be doing like with money? I don't get it. She was like, you're not supposed to have anything in your pockets. I wanted to smack her so bad because I was like, y'all don't give me no time to do any of the things y'all are asking me to do. You don't give me time. So I'm like, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? It's like, I hate TSA with passion, with passion. So then we waited for our like plane to actually get there so we could actually take off. And there was this dude who worked there who told us that apparently we were sitting like 4 yards away from Moneybag Yo girlfriend. I don't know anything about this woman, but I was like, oh well, okay, that's interesting. After we waited 500 years to get on a plane, which is another thing I can't stand about the airport, we went in the plane. The Wi-Fi did not work. We went on the plane thinking we were going to be able to use the Wi-Fi and watch movies and stuff. I couldn't watch movies because they said that my device was not registered for that and the Wi-Fi costed money, so I couldn't even use it. But the view was nice. Because it was, it was water and there was like little islands and little nice stuff. So that was cool. That was cool. Yeah, the view was the only thing I enjoyed. The seats weren't really that comfortable, but I think we were sitting more near the front, so they were more comfortable than they could have been, but that doesn't mean they were comfortable. So because we didn't have like no non-stop flight, because my airport don't do non-stops to like international, we had to have a connecting. So the plane landed in Baltimore. I was hungry and feeling big back. So I went and got me some Auntie Anne's cinnamon pretzel nuggets. Them things are good. Them things are good. Bussin', bussin'. Yeah, no, them things are delicious. I'll never miss a chance to get me one of them. So yeah, the thing I hate most about airports, as I said before, is not only TSA, but all that unnecessary waiting. Like, we actually waited for our plane for about 8 hours. But we got on the plane. I slept through most of the flight. Again, Wi-Fi not free, so couldn't watch any movies, couldn't really do nothing. So I like read a book and went to bed. And I could see outside, view was nice again. Cause we went through clouds and like over rainbows and stuff, and that was like really cool. The pressure did give me a headache, which I did not enjoy, but it is what it is. And then we're waiting for our bags, which by far is the worst part. Okay, look, y'all, I can't decide what the worst part is. I don't know. I don't know. I can't decide what the worst part is. If it's TSA waiting for the plane or waiting for the luggage. But the luggage is awful, especially if it like you don't get it right away and it just takes 500 years. You just waiting, looking at that little carousel thing, waiting to get your bags. Oh my God, I hate it. I hate it. There was a moment where there weren't any suitcases coming out, just none. So we were just kind of staring at the carousel, just like, where's my bag? Just like, where's my bag? Where is it at? Okay, so like after we got our bags, then we had to wait for a shuttle bus to come get us. And then we go on the shuttle bus and go to the hotel. Now I'm waiting in the lobby for us to get our room straight. I don't know if y'all can tell, but I'm not a patient person. Alright, so like we went in the hotel and we tried to put some TV on and we were like flipping through the channels, and so we found a channel that had like not Monsters Transylvania, that's not what it's called. Hotel Transylvania, my bad. And the thing about hotels and just TV in Mexico is that they dub all my favorite movies in Spanish, which I did not appreciate. It's either that or they'll have the original sound and just put some Spanish subtitles on the bottom, which I can live with. But the majority of the time is that it was dubbed in Spanish. Because, like, what is monstros? They kept saying that. And, based on context clues, I'm guessing that's monsters in Spanish. But they said that a lot. We still watch the movie because, like, me and my siblings have watched that movie enough to know what they're saying. Like, we know the storyline. It was just weird listening to it in Spanish. Then after that, we went to this little restaurant that the hotel had. So when I go in there, right, I order a Sprite. I don't know if y'all can hear my computer fan, but it's really bothering me. Anyway, so I got a Sprite. The thing that stuck out to me about this Sprite is that like on the Sprite, it had like a lot of labels on it, and it would say stuff like excess calories, excess sugars, excess sodium, which I had to learn from Google Translate because y'all know I don't speak Spanish, and that it's not recommended for children to drink. Like, they have all this on the can. You would have never seen that on an American can, and I just thought that was interesting. I was like, oh, okay. Then I got pizza with shrimp on it, which is actually like the best thing ever. It was actually so good. It was really good, but it was really filling, so it was kind of hard to eat. That was scrum-diddly-yum. It was delicious. After that, we went back to the room. Tell me why they didn't have no washcloths in that bathroom. They had towels and then they had hand towels, but they didn't have washcloths. So my mom had to go down to like the front desk to get some washcloths, and that kind of bothers me because I'm like, do y'all not use washcloths here? What are we doing? I don't understand that, but to each their own. But me personally require a washcloth of some sort. So luckily we got that situated. We got it situated. Then we went to bed. So that was the whole first day. That was the entire first day of the trip, I guess. Like, travel included. But yeah, that was the first day. So the next day we woke up and we went to get the food, the hotel breakfast thing. Every other hotel I go to, breakfast is free, but this was not. So you had to pay for it. And so we go in to go get the buffet food because like they got all the food, like buffet. I don't have to explain a buffet to y'all. Scrambled eggs had pork in there, and I don't eat that. So something I quickly learned about Mexico is they love some pork. That and tequila. I got potatoes and I got cantaloupe as well. And there was this man who, like, his job was just to cook up eggs. You could order eggs anyway and he would make it. My dad ordered an omelet, and then my sister got the same thing. I wanted to, but then like I didn't want to give him too many orders at the same time because I, like, you know, he was already starting to get working. He wasn't writing anything down, so I was like, I don't want to overwhelm him with no more orders. So I didn't. Like, I walked around to get something else, and then when I come back, these other human beings started ordering, which means I had to be at the back of the line when technically I was the first one there, but because I decided to be nice, I ended up at the back of the line. But it is what it is. Eventually, I got orange juice, which was like full of pulp. Something else I noticed in Mexico, whenever I would get any orange juice, it always had a lot of pulp in it. And then I got a waffle that was really, really good. It was really good, really filling, but really good. I got my omelet that had a lot of spinach. Now, I did order spinach and mushroom, but it was a lot of spinach in that omelet. A lot. We went to our room and we watched a movie on my mama computer because the TV's here. I already told you about the TV situation. I no hablo inglés. Y'all could tell I'm not a patient human being. But we waited in the hotel lobby for a bus to come take us back to the airport because here's the thing. The hotel that we stayed at for the first night is not even the resort that we stayed at for the rest of the trip. We had to walk into the airport for some reason. I don't remember why. I do remember that when we were walking out, there was this really angry black Karen, which are the worst type. Like, I don't know why you're out here doing this. She yelling about something. I don't know why. I don't know what was going on. To be honest, I didn't care that much. I just knew that she needed to be quiet. But I was leaving, so, you know, it wasn't my problem in the first place. I don't know what she was yelling about except a receipt. I remember her saying the word receipts many times. So she was angry about a receipt. We know that much. Then we walked back outside and we walked past a whole bunch of people that all had them little signs with families' names on them. And then we get to the person who's driving us, and it was a big old like taxi bus thing, and it looked real professional because they had like car seats in there too. So I'm like, oh, so y'all are prepared for anything. I like that. So then we got to the resort, and the resort was amazing. Let's be honest, the hotel we were at, even though it was raining all the time, it was pretty cool. They had like a pool that wrapped around the entire hotel. It was really nice, you know, like the lobby and the outside and the inside, the view from the rooms looked really nice. But the resort made the hotel look like a motel. The resort was beautiful. Like, you drive in and it kind of looks like this secret entrance kind of, because it's like you drive in these big gates and then there's like all this foliage until you get to the lobby. So it's really cool. And it's fancy. It's fancy schmancy. The whole place is just really beautiful. Plus, it has pools and it's right near the beach. So that was cool. So we went into the pool. I put on my swimsuit. I didn't know if I really felt like swimming for real though. But the water was cold. It was cold. And my brother kept jumping in, splashing me because the water was cold. So I decided to just sit on one of the lounge chairs and mind my business. But this child kept jumping in and splashing me with water, so I was like, why do you keep doing that? I got in eventually because he kept begging me. He was like, why don't you get in? So I got in. It was freezing cold. Like, the water was actually freezing cold, so I didn't really enjoy that too much. Anyway, I went to this restaurant because, like, at the resort there's two pools, and near both pools there's this like little restaurant bar type, pool bar type thing. During this trip, we had like all expense, I think is what it's called. I'm not sure. But basically, we were able to get any type of food that was at the resort for free. So like, they had the pool bars. They also had like this little buffet type thing that changed every single meal. So it's like, in breakfast there would be different food, during dinner there'd be different food. So they had those two things, and you can get all that for free basically. The restaurants that they had that were like part of the resort but not the pool bars, I don't think that was free, but everything else was free. Look, y'all, whenever I'm able to get free food, I end up becoming very big backed very fast. I had 6 chicken fingers and 3 shrimp tacos and a Sprite. Look, y'all gonna leave me alone. Y'all gonna leave me alone. Like I said, when food is free, I get very big backed very quickly. I realized that it was a bad idea while I was eating it because I was not about to finish that food. Now, luckily I did, but it took a while. Oh yeah, by the way, I had fries too. So that was 6 chicken fingers, 3 shrimp tacos, fries, and Sprite. Y'all see my dilemma? I always be feeling like I can eat a lot of food, and then when I get a lot of food, then I don't feel like I can eat a lot of food. But you know, that's me. So then I decided to go in a hot tub instead of that cold, freezing Antarctica lake pool. I got in the hot tub and that was cool, and it was like hot and stuff. It was like you get in and it's hot, and then when you sit in there for a while, it became cold. So I don't really know what to say about that. Tell me why kids like to get in a hot tub and pretend that it's the pool. Like, the pool is literally less than 3 yards away. You can go in the pool. I don't know why you're over here bothering my space and peace. Like, why? I have a love-hate relationship with children. Yeah, there were these really bad kids just running around and just doing too much. Turns out someone was singing a Spanish version of Man's Not Hot. The thing goes and like over the loudspeaker. I will never hear that again. That was definitely an experience. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, we also get room service. Got room service. I'm not getting that right now. We got room service. And this is the first time I had ever had room service in my life. So we got room service, and then we watched a movie on my mom's computer because we would hook the HDMI cord from the computer to the TV because that's the only way we were ever going to get to watch anything without it being in Spanish. Only thing about the resort is there weren't a lot of outlets, so that's something. And then the people who work there, they will come and restock our fridge daily and put Sprite and water and a lot of Coca-Cola in there. They put more Coca-Cola than anything. I don't usually drink Coca-Cola, but here, like, it was good. Coca-Cola in the United States is not as good as Coca-Cola in Mexico. In Mexico, it's sweet. Like, it's actually really good. Okay, so this is day 3. We woke up and we went down to breakfast at the little buffet thing. Room service is sometimes better than the buffet, and then sometimes the buffet is better than the room service. So it just depends on the day. You see, like I said before, big backed. Free food makes me big backed. I had a churro, a donut, mangoes, eggs, plantains, potatoes, and some weird granola stuff that I drizzled caramel on. It's the way that I should not have eaten all that. Tell me why these people put cherries in pork. I'm telling you, they will eat pork with anything. They will eat some piggy with any other food that they can combine it with. My mom exchanged the money we had for like Mexican money, pesos. We got in a shuttle bus with another family who was also going to town, and there was like beautiful street art on the way, like graffiti and stuff. I thought that was cool. You know, some people, graffiti artists, are just lazy, and they are that way everywhere globally. Because tell me why I saw somebody just spray paint like a Spanish curse word on the wall. No art, no detail, just a Spanish curse word. And they wrote it twice. This is not once, it was 2 times in the same wall. I'm like, y'all are bored. You need hobbies. You need to read a book. You need to go sit down, eat some Cheerios, do something else, please. So we walked into town and it was pretty cool. Only thing that got on my nerves is people will have their shops and they'll stand outside their shops begging for you to come in the shop and come buy something. These people will literally chase you down, especially if they know that you're American. These people will follow you down the street until they've decided they've gotten a little too far away from their station, and then they'll go back, but they will follow you. Yeah, that was the thing that got on my nerves the most. Some of the little hagglers or whatever trying to get a piece of change was kind of funny. They had like people dressed up as Batman, Beetlejuice, and, you know, like The Mask, Jim Carrey. There was like a Spider-Man, and then there was another group that was The Mask, Spidey, and Shrek. The whole reason for being there is just to get you to take pictures with them. They just want pictures. They want you to take pictures with them and then pay them for the pictures. I thought that was funny. But we went into the mall, and the mall had a candy store, so we got some candy. So we got some candy. The stuff that they was selling was like low-key, high-key out of pocket. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, out of pocket. Like, I will say they had like these seats in front of this one market that was like, the seat was shaped as like a booty and a thong, and I just thought that was interesting. I don't know. don't know. Something I thought was interesting is that they were advertising a lot of hair braiding, cornrowing things to white people. A lot of the like people who were on the advertisements were white. I don't know, that kind of rubbed me the wrong way. I don't really know how to feel about that, but you know, the amount of times I got offered tequila in this place. I know y'all know I'm not 21, and yeah, the drinking age is probably different in Mexico. But still, y'all know better. We got fries by the end of the day. While we were ordering our fries at this like little bar type thing, there were these like b-boy dudes in the middle of the street, and they just decided to do a little routine for the people. So you know, why not? Why not? Why not? It was cool though. So like, because they was doing windmills and head spins, and I thought that was cool. When we got back to the resort, we tried to eat dinner. So we were gonna eat at the pool bar thing, but we learned that past 6 o'clock they only serve pizza. So we went to the buffet and there was barely anything there, but I did get to eat a chicken nugget for the first time. Before y'all ask me why this is my first time eating a chicken nugget, I pretty much just started eating chicken because I wasn't always, so leave me alone. The food was mid, so everyone got room service, but I was full from what I had eaten at the buffet, so I didn't get any room service. Okay, this is day 4. Day 4, we woke up and I got French toast, scrambled eggs, and hash browns from room service. I also had some orange juice and some hot chocolate. It was good. It was scrumdiddly yum yum a purr. We watched some movies, but we ain't finish them because we went to the little bar grill thing for lunch. We got onion rings, guacamole with chips, and some nachos as appetizers, but them things was the meal. They were hearty. They were very hearty, very filling. The appetizers literally be meals. Like at this pool bar thing, they be meals. Like you can actually just eat the appetizers and you'll be fine. We went down to the beach for a little bit, but those waves are devious, so we weren't actually allowed to get in the water because of the storms, the waves were quite devious. They will throw you around and you'll get lost at sea, and then you gonna end up swimming with the Little Mermaid and Sebastian talking about some under the sea. Darling, it's better that way. What's that taken from me? That was terrible. Y'all really didn't have to hear my really botched Jamaican accent. Anyway, one thing I don't like about beaches is there's always sand in my toe crevices when I get back. Because I was wearing sandals. I wasn't prepared to go down there, so that wasn't too fun. Then we went down to dinner with the rest of our familia down at the little buffet, and I got the most big back plate that you have ever seen. It was only that way because of how many desserts I had got, and they were all good. So tell me why when we was about to go to sleep, there's people outside just talking. I don't know what they had going on. But I could hear these people, and it was bothering me. I was like, let me sleep. I want to sleep, and you're not allowing me to do that. So I just want to sleep. Can you shut up? That's gonna be the end of this video because I'm gonna tell y'all the rest of the trip in a part 2 version. So that's gonna be the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. You better hit them like and subscribe buttons because I've been gone and I came back. So hit the like and subscribe buttons. Mwah.